All right. Today is going to be my first live stream trading on replay trading on NASDAQ USD. So the reason I'm doing this instead of S&P is so I don't know the markets. I also don't really know, I don't know what's going to happen preempt, sort of because I've already traded them so many times. I'm going to get TradingView Premium so I can do the minutes, which I think a lot of my smart money concepts will work better on. They're not really meant to be on day, like sort of these investing type things from executing on the daily, monthly, and weekly. That's more like investor territory, and that's not really what I do. Also, here I have my live stream journal so I can track all my wins and losses. So far, I've taken like 10 or like 20, 30 trades, and I think I would be like sort of somewhat up, but not really like notably profitable. So the goal is once I do a few more of these, I think I'll go on to Apex and get a funded account. With that being said, um this is my first one of my first times trading NASDAQ. I've done it a few times before and I think I was break even or maybe slightly in the green, but this is the first time recording. So, I'm locked and loaded. Right away, I'm going on to the monthly and we're bullish. Weekly, I'm expecting same, we're bullish. Daily, also bullish. So definitely longing because Nasdaq's similar to S&P. I think I'll pretty much I'm like almost a perma bull on the S&P. I've never won a single short on the S&P so far. And I've taken dozens of trades on the S&P. So I'm a perma bull on the S&P pretty much, and I think it'll be similar on the Nasdaq. So right away I see this swing low. It looks like price is the highest it's ever been, so I'm gonna use equilibrium so I get a decent RR. And I'm waiting for price to retrace into here. So we'll see if that happens. Okay, we get a dump. Um, Price goes into that dump. I think it's worth marking out. But as soon as price does break structure, it gives a pretty terrible RR. So, but we do enter, exit. We're trending downwards now. The thing is, though, I could have taken a trade off of that and I could have longed it, but I don't like taking trades off of I only want to take a trade if it's like this much candles. Like if I was doing this for real, it'd take like a year to hit take profit or stop loss. That's just what I've found most success in so far. Okay, down. Come on. Come on. Okay, so price isn't really going down. It's kind of accumulating into this area. So I'm gonna mark this out again. Come on. Okay, trend pretty much the same. I think it'll go down eventually. It can't oh shoot. Okay, we get a massive dump. Um, what order block is it targeting? I don't really see any. I might wait for it to dump a little bit further into this order block because, like, at this level, this one's already been pushed past by this wick. There's really nothing here. I guess this fair value gap. I don't really trade fair value gaps, and even if I did, I'd have to wait for a break of structure, and by then my RR would be fried. So, yeah, it's gonna hit theoretically, but it would have been a bad trade to take. Okay, so since it's not really going down that much, all that kind of is, it looks like this is the new order block that was formed. I'll draw out equilibrium real quick. And let's see if it breaks structure. Not quite. Not quite. There. Okay. Now it's time to enter. This is gonna be a calm 1-to-1 RR trade. Although I have had success putting it at 1 to 1.5, I don't think I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna do a calm 1-to-1. I think that's slightly above 1-to-1. Yeah, it is. So come on. Come on. Come on. Dude, no way. Up. Yeah, okay. Bang. Okay. So let me see. I know that was about 1-to-1, but I don't know exactly what that was. Let me check real quick. It was slightly above. So 1.06. So shoot, I might have disappeared for a second. Um, Here I'm gonna write as it take profit due to um order block re-entry. That's pretty much what happened. And longed it. I'm pretty much just, even though the RR is a bit different, um, or like even though it's like the more pips it is, it's like technically the trading view says you won or lost more. I'm risking 1% every trade, and 5 lots I think is what that would be in paper money. So I just kept it the same for all these trades. So in other words, it's assuming that I risk the same amount every single trade, which I might change in the future, but I'm not entirely sure. This is a 1.05 super calm, super low RR trade, but it was a win. It was daily bias, order block, equilibrium, liquidity sweep, break of structure, every single confluence. And to be honest, something I've been trying to do is I just set it at 1.5 no matter what, like even if it's in the sky like this is, and that probably would have hit eventually, given enough time. Yeah. So that's just something I've had success with. And now on to the next trade, which right now I'm seeing a order block form right here, swing low, price retracing to this area, but it's got a bad RR. So I'm waiting for price to come down into here and then break structure to the upside. Nope. Okay, boom. We have hit past this order block. And to be honest, if dare I say we might go into this one right here. Yeah, we're in. So I just need to draw equilibrium and then be locked and loaded for this trade. Okay, so we're slightly out of it. If we, I'm only gonna take this trade if we retrace back into it. Okay, we're close. Nope. Okay, we're back in. We see a little break of structure. Okay, we broke structure out of it. We're out of equilibrium, but I think we're good to go to 1 to 1.5 RR the trade because we were within equilibrium and a break of structure to the upside. So that would be stop loss below here. Oh, that is pretty low for a stop loss. Take profit at 1500. That is very unreasonable because like that many, I don't know how many pips that is or even what a pip is, but that's a lot of pips. So I'm gonna do like here below this swing low right here. And then this if I want a 1.5 RR like 1200. I think that's reasonable. Probably gonna get stomped out here, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking too good. Yep. Oh, no, it's over. Oh, okay. We're rallying. Oh no. Oh no. It's over. It's all over. Yep. So I'm gonna see what the market did. It went down pretty far. It went down all the way into this order block. And then it broke structure to the upside. So what I really think I did here is I imagined price would break structure to the upside much sooner than it actually did. So price moved as expected, but hit stop loss first. That seems to happen a lot, I feel like. Like, and that's 1.5 loss. That was pretty much, no, I didn't really take it with equilibrium. See, break structure. That happens an awful lot, I feel like. And that kind of sucks, but that's something I need to work on is knowing that maybe putting the pips higher. Like I know I just said pips shouldn't be that high, but I think that's reasonable, to be honest. Um, so I'm just contradicting what I just said, and that price pips should be higher. Right off the bat, we're seeing this swing low get taken out. We're seeing this order block form right here. And we got the equilibrium. Not quite there yet. Okay, we just need to break a structure and then we're good to go. Oh, okay, we're out. Snap. So now the order block gets moved down here, which gets wicked into. Yeah, it gets wicked into. And equilibrium is formed right here. So now we're deeper within equilibrium, which is good. Okay, we're pushing all the way through the order block. Will we push past? No, we won't. Not yet. And we almost broke structure right there, but we broke structure right here. I'm not going to take this trade because of the equilibrium. I bet if I scroll down on a smaller time frame, I could find a good entry point, but I can't. So it's going to hit take profit or not. And I didn't enter because my confluence was. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but at least I followed my rules. Okay. Re-entry again, followed by a break of structure to the, or no, not even a break of structure yet. That's the break of structure. Still not entering. Nope, not gonna happen. No sure. Seems like we're consolidating a bit. We're going up, but we're consolidating definitely. Okay. This marked out. This marked out. Oh shoot. Yeah, we get a big giant retracement. So this is 2020. So clearly there's going to be a big sort of rug pulled down. But I'm not really gonna look at this through a news perspective. I know that 2008 and 2020 were like the worst years where the market just crashed, but I'm just gonna ignore that and just sort of just for the sake of this, I guess I think that's what news is. Yeah. I don't really look at that, to be honest. That's something that I should probably do a better job at looking at, but um wow, that is not good. But it means equilibrium is going to be insane. And we push all the way like perfectly within this equilibrium. We get a God candle. Just need a BOS and then we're good to go. Not a brick structure. Okay, now price pushes past its order block. What's the new order block gonna be? Down here, or even this whole thing right here. I don't think it has to be one individual candle. I think it's just a super sharp move down. Anyway, we retrace. We get a way better equilibrium. Let's see if we get a break of structure here. Almost. Not quite. Okay, there we do. So what I'm going to do, here's my fixed 1 to 1.5 RR trade with, I'm buying with stop loss below here. Take profit all the way to the moon up here. This is it's a lot of pips, which is good. I like it because it means luck, like, doesn't really play out that much. Like a one little bad candle won't ruin it. So as long as you get the smart money concept, you're pretty much good to go, I think. And it looks like we're doing all right. Not the best, not the worst. At this point, since we're up, no, never mind. I also did this one other thing I'll talk about in just a second. As soon as this trade hits take profit or stop loss. We're up. Okay, we hit it. So a calm 1 to 1.5 gets hit. And I'm saying the main reason I did this is because I um like a lot of pips. So that small fluctuations. Um, I'm just gonna say I've said in the past that bad luck um, can't play out because the market will move up and down like randomly, pretty much like pure luck. What happens in a single like day, but over the course of a macro time frame, it's like gonna follow a similar trend, like smart money like concepts, like liquidity sweeps, break structures. So that's why I think that trading on like a macro time frame, what I did when I did my first trade and it was like this, probably not the best idea, but when I take trades like this, it's like you can clearly see liquidity sweeps, break of structures, and the luck like plays out. It's like poker where one hand is almost entirely luck, but over the course of multiple hands you see trends and luck is very unlikely to play out the whole thing. So the strategy I was talking about earlier that I kind of want to try sometime soon is basically I set a one. This is almost like echoing resistance or support and resistance trading a little bit. And I think that's kind of cool. Basically, I set a 1 to 1 RR. If this gets hit, I lose 1%. If this doesn't get hit or this the take profit gets hit, here's what I do. I first of all take I exit 50%. So I'm at 50% profit and I take that 50% and I place it or what I've done in the past, I'm just sort of speculating with the percentages, but what I've done this time is I believe I took that 50% and I would place a new trade wherever right here so that worst case scenario, I break even, best case scenario, I make 2%, and I just keep on doing that. And eventually, if you win enough trades because the trend is strong enough, the worst case scenario is that whatever you would have gotten, like 5%, if the trend were to go like, okay, pretend that's 1 to 1, or like the same size as these. Even if the trend went like this, like boom, and you hit your stop loss right here, you'd still make 2%, like you'd still make a lot more than you would even if you took like sort of a risky or if I took like a risky 1.5% trade. That's something I'm gonna kind of try out where it's just like double or nothing, and it feels a little gambly, but I think it'd be I don't really know. So we've hit take profit right now, and what I'm going to do since we have such a firm trend and we're up 0.5%, this feels like a bad idea, but I'm just trying and experimenting and seeing what the strategy that works for best for me is I'm going to buy, I'm going to place the stop loss at equilibrium. No, not at equilibrium. Since the trade was a fake $3,000 profit, I'll take it at 1,500 and then plus 1,500. And the reason that I think this works is because once you've identified a liquidity sweep breakup structure and you know that the trend is going strong, like if it's like consolidating and you just barely wick take profit before you dump, then that's one thing. But if you know that the trend is strong and you're more confident now that you've already seen what's happened, that's when I think this is a good idea. So this is I don't know, but I actually think I'm gonna move since I risked or I made 3,000 or like 1.5. I'm gonna move this to 500 so that I still make 1% or my risk to reward is 1 to 1 and I make 1% no matter what. And if I make this, then I make 3%. So I'm still guaranteed in the green. Oh God. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Okay, that's fine. Um, so that is something I'm experimenting with. I should maybe get a bit better before I actually start trying, or at least figure out what I'm doing, because that was kind of gambling. That was gambly. But the point being is that I don't risk anything that I didn't make within that day. So even though I'm doubling down, I'm not revenge trading because I'm not trying to win anything back. I'm just taking some profit for myself no matter what, and then taking a little bit of that profit and seeing if I make more money because I know the trend and I know it's already like going strong and stuff. Um, so that's just how that would work. And again, I still think that's not maybe I should divide it up like 50%, 25%, 25%, something like that to be a bit more conservative, but that's something I'm just trying to figure out for myself right now. And it looks like we're very, very bullish right now. And we dump. Okay, I like that. In EQ, not quite, but um we can break structure to the upside and get a 1 to 1.5. Um, okay, so we just need a high above here, and then we're good to go. Come on. Okay. This is going to be a calm 1 to 1.5 ratio. I don't know why I like 1 to 1.5 so much, but it's like 1 to 1's a little risky because you have to be right more than half the time to be successful. And 1 to 1.5, it's like I think that's like that pretty much. Oh shoot. Actually, no, I don't think I'm gonna take that trade because this is a very like slim kind of like I like these big trades, sort of not these like little small ones. So I'm actually not gonna take that. I just had a bad feeling as well. And it looks like my fear got in the way a little bit there, but I'd rather not take a trade because of fear than take a trade because of overconfidence. So I guess that's bad, but not the worst. I also just like taking trades on like macro time frames, and it looks like price will retrace to an extent. Okay, boom, retracement. Again, this is not an ideal entry. I'm only doing it if it looks really good here, but ideally, price retraces all the way into here, which it might. I think it's got potential. Nope, looks too choppy up there. Come on, I need a big dump, bro. Okay, we get a big dump here. The OP is here. Pushes past. So now this swing low, this mini liquidity grab becomes the new order block. Again, since this is like kind of small, I'm not taking a trade off this unless it looks really good. Nope, pushes past. Can't. Nope. I know that looks so good, but I can't take a trade off of it. Yeah, shucks. Shoot, that would have been a good trade, but I'm staying loyal to my plan and gonna swing low right here. I'll see price might retrace back into here. I have no idea. Um, okay, it's gone below that order block. Or it's never left the order block, so I guess it was always there. We broke structure to the downside, I believe, with that candle. Yep, we're back. We're back. Now, I just hope this breaks structure to the upside. Okay, we're at the boom. Okay, we get now we're into here. All right. I don't trust this because it's like it's in no man's like there's no um order like no liquidity. Like there's this, but like that doesn't count. Although there is this area of liquidity right here that price could be targeting. Oh shoot. I guess I was dumb. But I guess it's kind of too late. I was wondering, I still think it's gonna come all the way down here. I don't know if that's crazy, but yeah, it looks like we're falling. We just need to break structure to the upside and we're good to go. Nope. Okay, we're all the way down here. The bar is very low. Okay, boom. Broke structure. Now I'm gonna buy with stop loss below here. Take profit up here. Let's go 1 to 1.5 and let's go. Okay. Okay. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. 1K passed. Oh no. Get back up. No. No. You serious? Oh my dude. Price is going all the way down here. Dude. I don't want to double down, but like price does hit this liquidity sweep. I know price is gonna pump up to the moon. Um, okay, since I don't want to revenge trade here or take a new trade right after I lost the old trade and like just like trust that this time the market's different and this time it's going up. I have to wait for like a break of structure above this. Okay, price broke structure above this swing high. So we're back at it again. Feel like a gambling addict right now, bro. This is terrible, man. Um, at least I get a better RR. This is about this would be a calm 1.62. So this will getting me out of debt. Oh my gosh, I feel like such an idiot taking this. But um I bet this is like the because this is like the last order block I drew out. So I think this is the last one that matters. No. Don't know. Bro. No way. No. No. Bro, I swear. That's too lot. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. That was a revenge trade where I thought market would um go higher. Um I also neglected like bias. Like I'm kind of a permable on NASDAQ and S&P and I gotta ditch that because like there are some times where it's clearly bearish and I'm just looking for longs because I know it's just gonna keep crawling up. Yikes. I think one was 1.5. So order block equilibrium restructure. So that means on the session, we're, because it was a start 1.05, so I'm down like 2% so far. But we'll see what happens. We're going to re-roll back sort of to the beginning area. These are all like within the same time frame. Okay, locked and loaded. This is technically bullish because the price hasn't closed below this low right here. Um, it's certainly going to be bearish on the weekly, daily also bearish. So I think I'm looking to take a trade bearish, which is crazy on the NASDAQ. But yeah, I actually think that might be a good idea because even though like we're about to break structure on the monthly, we've broken structure on the weekly and daily. So I think that's not a bad idea, actually. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mark out some swing highs here, this like mountain range right here. And we'll wait for price to retrace up. Okay, price is climbing up. Okay, price re-entered. So that tells me that price came into this order block and I'm gonna get a good retracement and catch the ride down. This is crazy. I've never shorted that NASDAQ before. The good news about this is I'll have like so many areas of take profit because there's so many previous areas of liquidity on this. So just one bearish candle. I see break structure to the downside, which shouldn't be really easy given. Okay, shoot. Okay, we pushed above this liquidity. Now we're in an uptrend. All right. So I guess I won't get to short the S&P like I thought I would. Stay in a perma bull. So order block right here. Price is climbing to the moon. We'll see if it retraces. Kinda. It makes this order block right here. Breaks below that. So I guess this sort of becomes the new one. Okay, boom. We nip this one. And we've broken structure to the upside. So I think I've stumbled upon a golden long. This one I'm not going to do any like the in the air stuff. I'm just going to do previous area of liquidity, stop loss, and I'll figure out what that RR is. 1 to 1.3. Actually, this is supposed to be below previous areas, so like right there. Okay, we're steadily climbing up. I like this. I like this. Okay, we're one good candle away. We are one good candle away. I have a feeling this is an absolute lock. No, no way. Okay, that gave me a heart attack, but um, liquidity sweep plus break of structure or basic concepts, including shift of markets like direction. Goes along, 1.3 win. And that was pretty much everything, I think. And I think that's why I won, because like I used all my confluences and I followed my strategy well there. Moving on, see if we get a retracement here. And we're just gonna keep finding these like little that's really all my strategy is I'm just like kind of finding on the S&P is NASDAQ at least because they at least seem to keep climbing up. I'm kind of a perma bull, at least on the macro time frames. But what I'm doing is I'm just like looking for these little right here and then just entering and I just keep on doing that. Like I'm using it as like a launch pad. I think that makes sense. So, or whatever, I'll just keep it there. So see, price will comes down. It also makes this order block right here, which I think is worth marking out. Ooh, okay, we are deep into it. And no equilibrium, no trade. Although price really seems to be respecting this order block right here, which is crazy. So I'm just gonna wait for break of structure and then I'll be entering. I don't know. I'm not entering on this trade because I don't trust how it's like on a small time frame. So even if it does hit, I'll be glad I didn't take the trade. And actually, I'm really glad I didn't take the trade because it didn't hit. Did price come into this order block? I think it just wicked it. Even so, we are well out of EQ. So we have to wait for price to come like way into here. Okay, now we're way into there. So now break of structure, good to go. Boom, break of structure. Stop loss below here. Take profit above here. 1 to 1.6, maybe even more than that. Oh no, this isn't good. Not good at all. I don't like that. Oh God. Oh gosh. Sorry. No. No. I'm gonna move this to 1x speed. Up. No. Okay. Um, this is where I get caught up a lot because the price retraces further below low. Long again. 5 lots. 1.6. Loss. Everything. All right. Let's see if price comes into this range right here. Because this is a really clear order block. There's no way price goes below it. No, it seems like price just took my money and ran with it. Oh shoot. Okay. This low is big, so Mark that out. Shoot, this could have been it. I guess whatever. Close. We're in. Break of structure. Not yet. Okay, there, break of structure. I know something bad happened in 2008. I don't exactly know what it was, but I'm just gonna ignore all my hindsight knowledge, and this is a trade I would take. And I think I'm gonna lose this trade, but um yeah, I knew there was gonna be a black swan event that was gonna like take out the market. I didn't even use daily bias for that. I feel like I should have because then I would have seen it coming. Um oh, I've taken 8 trades. I'm probably like 3% in debt, so I have 2 trades to make it back. All right. So since my phone dead, I'm taking that as my sign that maybe just 8 trades on the day is probably pretty good. So the trades I've taken so far are in total I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses and 3 wins. So that means I was down 1.5 1.65% on the day. That's not terrible. Especially because this is my first day trading NASDAQ. I've never done it before. And I'm using the macro time frame, which isn't really good with smart money concepts. I would say that's not terrible. And I'm looking forward to getting TradingView Premium so I can view the charts on the 1 minute, one like 15 minute, whatever, so I can use my smart money concepts a lot better because those work a lot better instead of on the daily, which is more investy, or more related to investing news, Black Swan event, COVID, financial crisis 2000 or something bad happened in 2008, President Trump, those like things that messed up the economy. And I think I'll do a lot better on the 1 minute. So I'm gonna have TradingView Premium likely by the next recording, and I'll see exactly how that plays out. Thank you for watching this live trading stream.